You are listening to Bang Radio.
Hey, what is happening? Thank you guys so much for your support. I love this. Every time I put up a video on YouTube, we get a lot of interaction. Very cool, to just have the comments and the reflection back, and at least somebody's getting something out of this. But this is a video, and if you're listening on iTunes, an audio or podcast about pushing your comfort zone. We hear about this all the time. And as human beings, we think that that's growth. We think inflicting pain upon ourselves is our growth. And rather than doing that, what we're talking about here and what we really talk about a lot of what we're doing with MD360, what we're doing with TSL, is to look at your passion. Look at what motivates you. Look at what makes you grow. When we look at what we were born to be, we stop needing to be having it about this thing that we're chasing, this deficit, this scarcity, this thing that we don't have and that we're starving. Who wants to have a life like that? Who wants to have a social life like that? Who wants to derive success or growth from that? Everything grows best when we have all the food that we need and our needs can be met. Let's start there, and let's start with our passions and stop making it about forcing ourselves to be an image of something that we never really fully know. All right, let's get into this video. Thank you so much for watching and listening to everything. If you want to read the article on this, and I always encourage you to, because the articles are much different than the videos, sexuallife.com/121. All right, talk later, guys. If you need to push your comfort zone, you are not living life. See, we have this concept, this theory that we always need to be pushing. We need to be striving for excellence. We need to be hitting a bar. Push your comfort zone. Push it. Become a man. Become successful. That in that tension, we can somehow shape and craft this image of masculinity, femininity, humanity, whatever it is that we're taught is success. But what's interesting in what we talk about at TSL and what we talk about this philosophy in Born to be Social, Born to be Sexual, Born to be You, your expression, is that life already has everything that we need. You already have everything that you need. And tension, success, that recipe, yes, is for real. And the more that we can fight through those fires, fight through those challenges, yes, we will develop a character. We will develop a sense of self that is going to shape us and build our character. But the thing is we don't need to try. What we need to do is follow our dreams. Follow what we feel within us. Follow our urges and follow our passions. See, it's interesting because for me, it all comes down to sex. That's the template that I see things in that urge was strong, that I wanted it. It felt good. I wanted to feel it. I was fascinated by it. I was interested in it. In many ways, it broke me, and I had many dysfunctions with it, and still can. But that also taught me to look, because I felt that there was love in it, that there was purity in it, there was beauty in the urge that I felt. There was something natural in it, that I was able to feel that tension, work through it, have it shape me, have it teach me things, have it make me who I was. When it comes to my dreams and aspirations, whether they were in art, whether they were in getting in shape, focusing on something, whatever, climbing a mountain. My idea, my vision, what I wanted to do, naturally put obstacles and tension and different areas and different pressure within how I saw things, what I did. And the overcoming of those things, I didn't have to try. And what's so interesting is we live in such an artificial life, such a life that doesn't encase or doesn't reward, doesn't reflect, doesn't look at our natural states as the answer. But what we look at is this artificial state, a man-made concept, which is fine, that's great. Man-made concepts are good. Success is good. Winning is good. But if we forget our real presentation of self within that, what are we left with? We're left with a lost ideology, a man-made ideology, a man-made purpose and a man-made reason. And when we're following that rather than the purpose within ourselves, utilizing how we think, how we use our brains, then we become lost and we start making our comfort zone about hitting the next set, about getting something, about doing something that we're not involved in and that we don't care about, but we care more about an image. And we see this in pickup. We see this big time in pickup. And this is where it pisses me off. I always hear, push your comfort zone. Approach that girl. Do that thing. Stop being a pussy. Stop being yourself Let's run from the pain and do something what success is. And the thing is when I see people making it about approaching, when I see people making it about getting attention, when I see people making it about getting the pole or fucking some chick or whatever the fuck it is, how much do we find improvement in that? Okay, because here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with fucking. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with going up and meeting somebody. But when it's for this purpose of proving something to yourself, proving to be alpha, proving to be whatever, proving that you're not a pussy, and trying to get out of the pain that you're in, what solution do we have? But when I start having a sex life because I want it, when I start wanting to get in shape because I want it, because I have a dream, I have a goal, what am I doing? I'm empowering me. Man, sex, socializing, connection is such a great thing. When I go up and meet somebody, it could be good, it could be bad, it could get rejected, it could suck. But it's amazing when I can be me. When I talk to a girl, when I have sex with her for the first time, it's an amazing, amazing event. It's an awesome thing. I feel her, she feels me, we feel each other. That is beautiful. It doesn't matter the behavior that made it happen, whether she was somebody that I met that night or somebody that I dated a few times. But if I can be myself with my expression, if I learn to hold my tension and know when to release it, that's key. You know, and perhaps now that I think about it, you know, we should do something about tension and release. Because that's all it is. That's the natural ebb and flow of everything in the world. You know, if you look at what Wilhelm Reich wrote about, when you look at it, what Rick Tarox, the Grand Master of the Chinese internal martial art, Wu Chi Fa, it's all pressure, it's all release. And to have connection, we're going to see that with all living things, with all matter actually within the universe. We are going to see a rhythm of building up tension and release. But when we don't know how to hold on to our tension, it becomes panic. We react, we stop making choices. And then we make it about pushing our comfort zone, defining masculinity, defining self-worth from an insecurity of not wanting to be in pain. Stop becoming desperate. Feed yourself. Exercise your mind, body, emotions. Exercise your sex, your social life, so that you can be healthy. Explore yourself, and then share yourself. And that is the social dynamic to be the better man. All right, be social, be sexual, be you.